Are you thinking about moving to Gretna, Nebraska? Maybe you've heard about the great schools, the small town feel, or the rapid growth in the area. But what's it really like to live here? Well, today I'm going to give you the inside scoop on everything you need to know about making the move to Gretna. From housing and cost of living to schools, things to do, and what the locals love or don't love about living here, we're going to cover it all. So, if you're considering calling Gretna home, keep watching. My name's Brad Pierce. My wife Sarah and I are local real estate experts in the greater Omaha area. We've also lived in Gretna for the last 5 years. We make weekly videos about all things living in Omaha. If that interests you, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Now, let's get started. But first, where exactly is Gretna? Gretna is located on the southwest corner of the Omaha Metro and is a little under 20 miles from downtown Omaha. It's conveniently located off Interstate 80, making it a super convenient location for commuting to either Omaha or Lincoln. Lincoln's about 35 miles away. You get the best of both worlds, a quieter suburban feel while still being close to big city amenities. Did you know Gretna was founded in 1886 as a small railroad town after the Burlington Railroad Company built a new short line between Omaha and Ashland? It's named after the Gretna Green, which is a popular wedding destination in Scotland. Many of the early settlers here were of Scottish descent. Now, fast forward to today, and Gretna is one of the fastest growing cities in Nebraska. Gretna's population has doubled in the last few decades, with almost 10,000 residents living here today. The general boundaries of Gretna are here: Giles to the north, 168th Street to the east, Interstate 80 to the south, and about 240th Street to the west. There is an area of land south of I-80 belonging to Gretna, but it's either an agricultural or commercial and industrial use. The original town of Gretna was located here. McKenna Ave, which is still made of brick, runs north to south through downtown, and Angus Street runs east to west. Here you can see the railroad line that started it all. Now, the majority of new housing growth has occurred along this stretch of Highway 370, as well as a few miles north and south along 204th Street. West of downtown, you'll find a number of acreage communities spreading all the way to the Elkhorn River Bluffs. We'll get much more in depth about the major subdivisions here in just a minute. There are a few commercial areas located throughout Gretna, but primarily located here. We have the Nebraska Crossings Outlet Mall, the Gretna Landing District, as well as a few other pockets of commercial development. Now, let's talk about the housing market. What should you expect when buying a home in Gretna? The Gretna real estate market has been booming in recent years, with a ton of new construction developments popping up. Some of the more popular home builders include Charleston Homes, Colony, Hildy, THI, Woodland, and also D.R. Horton. The average home price in Gretna is currently around $450,000, which is about $100,000 higher than Omaha as a whole. But it is possible to find homes in the $350,000 to $400,000 range, especially for homes without finished basements. On the higher end, acreages on the outskirts of town commonly sell for around $800,000. The majority of housing in Gretna is single-family residential property. In the older part of town, mid-century ranches are very popular, and there are still a few remaining Tudors and Colonials. In the newer developments, you'll find both ranch and two-story floor plans and a mixture of craftsman, modern farmhouse styles, though others do exist. 3 to 5 bedrooms is common, and the average home size is rather large, over 2,500 square feet. Now, there are townhomes and apartments in Gretna, and there actually have been a few new developments in recent years. However, single-family homes are dominant in this market. So, what are some of the major subdivisions in Gretna? For convenience sake, I'll go from north of Highway 370 to south of Highway 370, and then we'll finish out on the acreage communities. On the north side of 370, we have Palisades, Tiburon, which is on a golf course, Aspen Creek, Sarpy Heights, and Crystal Creek. North of 370 but west of 204th Street, we have Highland Point and Lincoln Place. Now, south of 370, we have Pebblebrook, Magnolia, Hidden Hollow, Harvest Hills, Green Acres, North Ridge, North Park, Devonshire Estates, Willow Park, Covington, Lyman Highlands, Standing Stone, Parkview, and Westridge Farms. South of 370 but west of 204th, we have Rivendell, Santa Fe Point, Lincoln Ridge, Highland Valley, West Plains, Old Gretna, South Gretna, Plum Creek, and Chestnut Ridge. Now moving on to the acreages. So we have Evansboro Estates, Point Sans Arc, Prairie Ridge, Equestrian Ridge Estates, Silver Oak Estates, and Capehart Ridge. So one of the downsides to Gretna is the property taxes. While Nebraska overall has a much lower cost of living than the national average, Gretna's housing market is on the higher end due to its desirability. Property taxes in Gretna range from about 1.8 to 2.1%, which is higher than Omaha and surrounding areas. If you're thinking about moving to Gretna, be sure to factor these higher property taxes into your budget. I will say, having children myself in the school district, the money's being spent very well. Speaking of school districts, let's move on to schools and education. Gretna Public Schools are consistently ranked among the best performing in Nebraska. The district is known for strong academics, great sports programs, and a tight-knit community feel. There are currently 2 high schools, 2 middle schools, and 8 elementary schools in Gretna. Many of these schools are only a few years old due to this recent growth. If you choose to move to Aspen Creek, your elementary, middle, and high school are all located right there for you. Currently, there are no private schools in Gretna. The closest would be in Millard, which is St. Stephen's for kindergarten through 8th grade education, and then Scott Catholic High School. To see what school your children will go to based upon residence, I've linked the Gretna Public Schools district map in the video description. Now let's talk about jobs and commuting. For jobs, Gretna itself is growing, but most major employment opportunities are either in Omaha or Lincoln. The largest employers in Gretna are the public school system, the local government, as well as retail and hospitality industry. Therefore, most Gretna residents commute to either Omaha or Lincoln for work. The drive is pretty straightforward. Depending on where you're going, expect commutes to West Omaha to take only 15 to 20 minutes. Downtown Omaha is going to take you up to 30 minutes during rush hour, and Lincoln is about a 40-minute drive. For many years, I commuted from Gretna to Lincoln for work every day, and I can say I enjoyed the drive to Lincoln more because it was all interstate. Now, things to do in Gretna, the best section of the video. So Gretna has an awesome mix of outdoor recreation, shopping, and community events. Some of the top attractions include the Nebraska Crossing Outlet Mall. The Outlet Mall has over 80 stores, including Nike, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Eddie Bauer, Yeti Oakley, REI, Tommy Hilfiger, Gap, Polo Ralph Lauren, Old Navy, Vineyard Vines, Kate Spade, Coach, and about 50 more. We also have Vala's Pumpkin Patch. Vala's is a family-owned, family-friendly entertainment destination which hosts one of the largest fall festivals in the entire country. Vala's has over 50 attractions, including hayrack rides, pumpkin harvesting, haunted houses, a corn maze, rides, food stands, including roast turkey legs, breweries, and live entertainment. About 200,000 people a year attend Vala's Pumpkin Patch, and that's about 20% of the entire population of Omaha. Going to Vala's is definitely a tradition for many people here. Every summer we also have the Gretna Days and the Gretna Grand Parade. This is a small town summer festival featuring carnival rides, games, and food, competitions, live music, dances, a beer garden, and culminating with a massive parade. Gretna Days is fun for the whole family and something we locals look forward to each year. We also have the newly built Gretna Crossings Park. Located just a few miles north of Nebraska Crossings Outlet Mall, this park features a water park, outdoor amphitheater, picnic shelters, fishing pond, frisbee golf course, playground, sports fields, and more. It's a great place to take the kids. They also have a dog park. There's 2 golf courses in Gretna. The first is Tiburon Golf Course, which is located just on the west side of 168th Street and Highway 370. And also on the northwest side of Gretna, there's a Lost Rail Golf Club. Wearspan Lake, also known as Chalco, is a popular fishing destination with a boat ramp, fishing pier, and excellent shoreline access. Motorboats, kayaks, and canoes are all permitted. Modern amenities include a new playground, nature trails, biking and jogging trails, soccer and baseball fields, and an event center. Chalco is also a popular place for families to take pictures or engagement photos. I don't even know how many times we have been there to take photos since my kids were born. For restaurants, we have a whole different variety. For sports bars and grills, we have The Good Life, which is my personal favorite, Langdon's, which is a Gretna classic, Lighthouse, and Herdat. We also have several Mexican restaurants, including El Muchacho Alegre, Abelardo's, and El Vallarta. For pizza, we have Godfather's, Gambino's, which is newly opened, and Mama's Pizza. The fast food scene also continues to grow. In the recent years, we've added Chipotle, Culver's, Pepper Jack's, Runza, Sonic, Subway, and McDonald's. There's also no shortage of coffee, with Stories Coffee, which was my favorite, The Beanery, Rally Coffee, which is brand new and very impressive, and also Starbucks and Scooters. There's also a popular brewery called Heavy Brewing in Gretna. It's a great venue to go for food and drinks. We've actually hosted several of our client appreciation parties there throughout the year. It's a great time to relax, spend time with people. They also have a variety of outdoor yard games that you can play. A quick note. So, like I said earlier, Gretna is rapidly expanding. Future developments are being planned in the Nebraska Crossing and Gretna Landing districts, as well as a proposed Good Life district. Stay tuned for future videos covering these plans and construction updates. So, in conclusion, is Gretna, Nebraska right for you? If you're looking for a quiet, family-friendly community with great schools and a growing housing market, Gretna could be a fantastic choice. We are definitely happy with our choice to move from Omaha out here to Gretna about 5 years ago. I wouldn't change anything about it. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Gretna, we'd love to help. Drop a comment below or reach out to us directly. My contact info is right here, as well as in the video description. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss a new video about Omaha and the surrounding communities like Gretna. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.